Welcome to Songwriters from Here and Away. This is a show that focuses on new and established songwriters from Atlantic Canada, across Canada, and around the world. Hello, and thanks for tuning in. My name's Robert Campbell, and this is Songwriters from Here and Away, and I'm glad you're here to listen to some songwriters and to hear the music. I have had the pleasure just last week of recording Mushkat. And Mushkat is Mr. Bill Travis on the main songwriting, as well as Chris Brown on drums, Mark Merriman on bass, and on second guitar, Theo MacIntosh. They are Halifax based, and we were at Good Robot Brewing, and it managed to not rain. It was an outdoor show, a little cool at times, but we managed through. The audio was all done live, and this is what you get. We will basically do the run of show, and yes, there is a podcast out of this because there was more tunes after the fact. So tune in to the podcast version if you like. And a reminder that this is sponsored in part by East Coast Realty Limited, and we're glad that they're helping out with the series this season. Here it is, live from Halifax, Mushkat.
It's a song about a midnight run.
When they asked me for your name at the border, I lied. I've told them I've only known ya as that guy. I knew you were planning to stick out the year. I couldn't fathom why. I just hoped in the end you got out of the country alive. She gets away with it, he gets away with it. Could you get away with it too? Smart folks know the third light gets the bullet. Like in that Humphrey Bogart film from 1932. Three on a match, third light gets the bullet. Three on a match, third light gets the bullet. My loyalties are left and right, not up and down. So if it ever came down to turning you in or leaving this town, I'd be gone.
Thanks so much. Theo MacIntosh on the lead guitar, everybody. Mark Merriman on the bass. Chris Brown on the drums. My name is Bill Travis. I'd just like to thank everybody for the support over the years, for listening to Mushkat, and people who have been listening for a long time, and Joel for playing electric guitar on the album. We don't have everybody up here who played on the album, but we're trying to keep it fitting into a corner. But Joel played on that one, and he also played on this song from our last album back in 2000, a song called Reconnaissance Man. So I'm going to play that for you right now, just play an oldie here. If there's a corner ahead and we can't see around it, I wanna be the one that we send to run up ahead and take a look at what's there, then come back to share. I'm a reconnaissance man at heart. Don't rely on assumptions. It's not a skill or an art. It's a compulsion. That's right. Driven by a desire to know where every path allows me to go. Isn't that a natural human drive? Yeah, just another part of being alive. I'm a reconnaissance man at heart. Don't rely on assumptions. It's not a skill or an art. It's a compulsion. It's a sing-along part. Reconnaissance man. Reconnaissance man. Reconnaissance man. Reconnaissance man. When there's a corner ahead and we can't see around it, I've gotta be the one that we send to run up ahead and take a look at what's there, then come back to share. But what if what's around the corner, if revealed, could threaten the order? Could I keep it to myself? Is it tragic to be a reconnaissance man at heart? Can't rely on assumptions. It's not a skill or an art. It's a compulsion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reconnaissance man. Reconnaissance man. Yeah. Reconnaissance man. Reconnaissance man. Or Recon Man for short. Yeah. I'm the kind of guy that likes to see things coming, you know? Now, there's 2 albums that we're releasing tonight officially. There's the Blue album that you can get either as a hat or a shirt or a CD, or you can get the brand new, came out today, vinyl EP home record, songs about Halifax. And we're gonna play one of those songs for you now, a song about our relationship with the United States. I think it was Pierre Elliott Trudeau who described our relationship with the United States as something like sleeping with an elephant.
Taking a walk in the park on the 7th of January, it dawns on me how lucky we are, living just far enough north and just far enough east. The tornadoes of change brewing down south are not very far. It's like sleeping with an elephant if it rolls over your dead. But we can't all live in Antarctica. Walking past the Trillium Tower, remembering the charm of a Victorian and Georgian homes that used to line South Park. Living downtown in a city undergoing some growing pains. Can't explain why the future seems so dark. It's like sleeping with an elephant if it rolls over your dead. But we can't all live in Antarctica. Sleeping with an elephant if it rolls over your dead. But we can't all live in Antarctica. La 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 la. It's like sleeping with an elephant. You know she owns the bed. But we can't all live in Antarctica.
It's called Sleeping with an Elephant. It also, the album version features some nice electric guitar from Joel Langis of the band Bazooka Joel. If you ever get a chance to see Bazooka Joel, check them out. They're awesome. We're going to play our first bossa nova of the evening. I put a bossa nova song on every Mushkat album, and on the home record, this one appears, and it's about Halifax walking around the peninsula. It's called Circling the Perimeter of Town.
Circling the perimeter of town, from the waterfront to Barrington and under both the bridges. Circling the perimeter of town, we'll take a stroll round Africville, then back down to Fairview. I need some space.
and not to Jubilee. And south again on Oxford Street to Inglis, past St. Mary's University. Right again at Tower Road to the park, to catch the pleasant view before dark. Skipping stones over ice isn't skipping stones at all. Skipping stones over ice isn't skipping stones at all. Circling the perimeter of town, the perimeter of, circling the perimeter of town, circling the perimeter of town, the perimeter, to see if I still have a self to ground. The perimeter of town, the perimeter, circling the perimeter of town, the perimeter, circling the perimeter of town, the perimeter, taking my whole world into account. It's called Circling the Perimeter.
And yes, you're listening to Mushkat on Songwriters from Here and Away, and we have just one thing to say. Look us up online, sfhaa.ca. That has all sorts of links to other podcast shows and to concerts we've got coming up and songwriter meetups. We even get together on Zoom, so happy to have you along. Come and check us out. Before I forget, I also wanted to say that we have a Patreon, patreon.com/sfhaa. We would love you to help us out, share the world, and get a little bit of support. We're going to have live broadcasts, concert streaming, and that stuff. Okay, here it is, back to the show.
So this is an ode. This is an ode to my existentialism. A song called Like a Leaf. Like a leaf floating on the surface of the Gaspereau, following the current of the tide where it may go, just like blowing in the wind. Just like a leaf, I don't make decisions for myself, it seems. I just play the cards that I am dealt and hope problems fix themselves. May never reach my dreams, so I don't dare to dream at all without trying to climb. There is no opportunity to fall. Shaking like a leaf, clinging for dear life against the strong eastern wind, barely holding on to the olive branch in the hand that you extend. Now we're two leaves firmly linked together just like puzzle pieces, found their way together in a drawer in a house now flooded, on our way out to sea. And so we don't dare to dream at fall. I'm so lucky to have this band to play with. Here's a song, a sing-along song that I wrote for the Blue album. It's called Better Halves, and it's got a lot of long notes, and I'm going to play the chorus a few times so you guys can get a hang of it. But I'd love to hear some crowd vocals on this one. Woke up in a dark place, but the lights aren't on yet. I might need a few days before I can come around, 'cause I'm coming from a bad place, going through a hard time, moving at my own pace, waiting on the sunshine, 'cause these are hard times, but we'll get through them. We've got each other, and we got time to make a plan and get down to it, see it through, yeah, if we combine our better hands. Theo MacIntosh, all right. These are hard times, but we'll get through them. We've got each other, and we got time to make a plan and get down to it, see it through, yeah, if we combine our better hands. One more time. Yeah, these are hard times, but we'll get through them. We've got each other, and we got time to make a plan and get down to it, see it through, yeah, if we combine our better hands. Yeah, let's combine our better hands. Awesome, that was beautiful. Well, we've got some really good players here tonight, and I don't think it would make sense to not have JF get up here again and play some electric guitar with us. Since he's here, this is a good song to play tonight because it's my ode to the weekend. And it's the weekend. I actually wrote it when I quit a job. So some people can interpret it as more than just a weekend. I know a friend of mine heard it the weekend he quit his job, retired early. And he said it brought a tear to his eyes because to him it just speaks about his own reasons and need to get out of that workforce and do something different with his life. And then he started walking the Camino in northern Spain. So, do what you do. Take a weekend or, quit your job and go walk the Camino. This is a song called Life on My Own Time. Now that the week is over, I walk home with a smile. I smile because I can. I feel better than I have in a while. I can sleep until 10 a.m. Recharge and unwind at the same time. Now that the week is over, it's life on my own time. Now that the week is over, I can't turn off my working mind. The deadlines and frustration, I can leave them all behind. notes upon the table. Well, I could turn them into a song. My beard could use a trim. That light bulb needs changing, and my fingernails are getting long. I can sleep until 10 a.m. Recharge and unwind at the same time. Now that the week is over, it's life on my own time. It's life on my own time. Life on my own time. Now that the week is over, it's life on my own time. Life on my own time. It's life on my own time. Now that the week is over, it's life on my own time. Now that the week is over, I can walk home with a smile. I smile because I can. I feel better than I have in a while. Yes, I smile because I can, 'cause I feel better than I have in a while. Welcome back, JF. Thank you so much. I'm going to give JF my guitar, and I'm going to give the rest of the band a little break and just do a song with JF for a minute. JF plays the song Home on the Home record. It's a song about, well, I guess the lyrics will tell you what it's about. I'm pretty honest with most of my songs. But it's about being geographically unstuck. To not being able to answer the question, where are you from? Spent my childhood moving every 3 or 4 years. The son of an Air Force man. Changing schools and friends as we jumped from there to here. Some can do it, but not everyone can. Home, we all need a home. Home, that place whence you come. Home, the answer to the question, where are you from? When I finished college, I couldn't settle down. I kept moving, 'cause it was all I'd ever known. I'd always been a nomad, so I didn't stop it when I finally had a chance to set up house and home. Home, we all need a home. Home, that place whence you come. Home, the answer to the question, where are you from? Well, I've lived in Nova Scotia, Germany, Labrador and the prairies, Ontario, New Brunswick, South Korea, Thailand and Bolivia. All I know is everywhere I go, just where I'm from, people wanna know. Now I finally got an answer to that question. I found my home, and we all need a home. Home, that place whence you come. Home, the answer to the question, where are you from? JF Lafleche. Home, yeah, we all need a home. Home, that place whence you come. Home, the answer to the question, where are you from? I've told you where I've lived, but I've been to Canada, the USA, England, France and Germany, Brazil, Argentina, Peru and Bolivia, Japan and South Korea, Hong Kong back in '96, Thailand for the Y2K, Mexico, Guatemala, Belize and Spain. All I know is every place I go, just where I'm from, people wanna know. Now I finally got an answer to their question. I've found my home. Sing it. We all need a home. Home, that place whence you come. Home, the answer to the question, where are you from? Where are you from? Now I'm gonna sing a song, another song from the Blue Album. We'll come back to the Blue Album. This is a song I wrote as a self-help song when things weren't looking too bright. Maybe it'll cheer you up too. It's called To Thyself Be Kind. It's important. You gotta be nice to yourself. You gotta be good to yourself. Start with a grounding exercise, okay? Things you see, things you hear, you know. Softly falling rain, sand between my toes. Here come these thoughts again. Soon I'll be in the throes, calling old and distant friends, pouring feelings on the page. This dark night one day will end. I'll look back on it as no more than a fade. Feeling sorry for myself won't push me any further along. I can start by stopping, listening to that inner voice when things I tell myself are wrong. say it to a friend, then why describe myself that way? Don't let it slip your mind. To thyself be kind. You will heal someday. Theo MacIntosh on the guitar. JF Lafleche on the guitar. No, if you wouldn't say it to a friend, then why describe yourself that way? Don't let it slip your mind. To thyself be kind. You will heal someday. No, if you wouldn't say it to a friend, then don't describe yourself that way. Don't let it slip your mind. To thyself be kind. You will heal someday. No, don't let it slip your mind. To thyself be kind, and you will heal someday. You gotta be kind to yourself.
We have Mushkat in the house, live at Good Robot Brewing. Thanks for tuning in to Songwriters from Here and Away. Please do look up Mushkat online, mushkat.bandcamp.com. And he's got 6 EPs and 6 or 8 albums out there. Lots of tracks and some great tunes in the pile. So well worth checking out and making a donation to his cause there. The band will be playing around, so look them up, and they're on Facebook and wherever else they are, probably Instagram and that stuff. So are we, by the way, so look us up. Please do connect. Send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget we have the podcast version of this, so please tune into that. It's under Podbean, Podbean. Just look up Songwriters from Here and Away. Here we go. There's more to come.
A song from the new album Home Record. It's about a song about a tree in my backyard, or in the backyard of the house next to my house. And it's the tallest tree on Tobin Street. The tallest tree on Tobin Street stands head and shoulders higher than the houses that surround her. The oldest ones have been there 100 years or more, but I bet that tree was there before. The tallest tree on Tobin Street stands 80 feet high, or so it seems, from Peace and Friendship Park. The socio-political landscape's changing, and I no longer feel safe walking after dark. Tallest tree on Tobin Street's an ecosystem in itself, with insects, squirrels, and birds. Their sunset symphony goes on each night, silencing me, 'cause I don't know the words. The tallest tree on Tobin Street stands 80 feet high, or so it seems, from Peace and Friendship Park. Socio-political landscape's changing, and I no longer feel safe walking after dark. Walk with me now already. Merriman on the bass, play something. Yeah, the tallest tree on Tobin Street stands 80 feet high, or so it seems, from Peace and Friendship Park. The socio-political landscape's changing, and I no longer feel safe walking after dark. The tallest tree on Tobin Street stands head and shoulders higher than the houses that surround her. Thank you, JF. He makes us sound better. This is a sci-fi song, and at first we debuted it at a show called Mushkat Tells the Future at the library in Paulo Regan Hall this spring. It was May the 4th. Be with you. It was Star Wars Day, so we played this show, an all-ages show for anybody who wanted to dress up in costumes and come listen to a bunch of sci-fi folk songs. And so this is a song about it's also on the home record because it's about a UFO sighting, a close encounter on the St. Margaret's Bay Road. True story. I can still remember what you told me about that night years ago on the road to St. Margaret's Bay. On your way home, the lights in the sky at the top of the hill, they came out of nowhere, lit up your rear view mirror. I think they haunt your nightmares still. You urged me to try to forget about it all, but I never will. It's always been that one thing you couldn't share that came between you and your wife and your career. All your life you couldn't fully be yourself, and it's hard to trust someone who seems like he's hiding something, but they came out of nowhere. They lit up your rear view mirror. I know they haunt your nightmares still. You urged me to try to forget about it all. You urged me to try to forget about it all, but I never will. Unidentified, unidentified, unidentifiable, unidentified, unidentified, unidentifiable. to forget about it all. You urged me to try to forget about it all. You urged me to try to forget about it all, but I never will. Here's a song about a lot of towns in this country. Does anybody just go out on the highway and just decide what they're going to eat for lunch before they even know where they're going to stop? Like, I'm just going to stop at, Wendy's for whatever, and maybe, I don't know, a coffee at Starbucks. I mean, you can get it in any town, right? Chaintowns, they're everywhere. So this is a song about chaintowns. It's called Chaintown. One, two, three. Why don't we stop our rental car, stretch our legs, take the next exit to a corporate American chain town. Chain town. We can grab Bobby's sandwiches, perhaps shoot a game of pool at Dooley's, then stop for a Starbucks mochaccino before hitting that road again. Shall we? Or should we wait? Shall we eat? Or should we wait another half hour? We can stop anywhere. Every town's the same. We can stop anywhere. Every town's the same. We can stop anywhere. Every town's the same. That's your part. Sing it. We can stop anywhere. Every town's the same. Take the next exit to a nondescript corporate North American chain town. Take me to a nondescript corporate North American chain North American Chaintown. Take me to a nondescript corporate North American Chaintown. Just don't take me to a nondescript corporate North American Chaintown. No, no. 6 of one, half dozen the other. Well, thanks so much. This is a song called I Can't Seem to Say It Out Loud. Whispering help in an empty room, reaching to the sky in a crowd, while inside my head a war rages on, and I can't seem to say it out loud. Whispering help in an empty room, reaching to the sky in a crowd, while inside my head a war rages on, but I can't seem to say it out loud. Whispering help in an empty room, reaching to the sky in a crowd, while inside my head a war rages on, and I can't seem to say it out loud. I can't seem to say it out loud. Wow. Thanks for listening to all these songs. We got a few more to play for you.
That is the end of the radio portion of the show. We're grateful for East Coast Realty Limited helping us out with some of those shows, and especially the workshops that we did in the summer. Man, that was great. So look up East Coast Realty. Come and move to Halifax or Nova Scotia. We would love to have you here. Thanks for being here. Please do subscribe, like, share, do all that thing. Okay. Now, here's the balance of the concert that night.
And before we finish off with a couple more from the new albums, I want to play a song from my last album again, a song from Still Life Lessons, and it's about all you guys, and it's got some audience participation. All you got to sing is, look at yourself. People spend far too much time looking at themselves. You spend too much time looking at yourself. Look at yourself. Looking at yourself. Look at yourself. Now I'll admit that it takes time to shift from looking at yourself to looking outwards from yourself. The world is great. It has so much to offer you, but not if you're looking at yourself. No! People spend too much time looking at reflections of themselves in the mirror, in shop windows, and in stainless steel elevators. So until there are no mirrors, not even in elevators, till there are no windows left to shop, will the narcissism stop? Spend too much time taking pictures of their lives instead of living their lives. You spend too much time looking at yourself. Looking at yourself.
Look at yourself!
Looking at yourself.
Look at yourself!
Looking at yourself.
Look at yourself!
You spend too much time looking at yourself. Look at yourself.
Look at yourself! Stop!
Look at yourselves, you're beautiful people. Okay, we haven't had a request. Is it okay we hear one more song, then we'll play the two last songs to play from an album, the new album. We got a song from Still Life Lessons called The Wife of a Serial Killer. All right, so it seems like a favorite. I learned this, I think, just through osmosis by watching too much true crime television. So that's my aside to explain. You know, you write what you know. The wife of a serial killer doesn't necessarily know she's in love with a masked murderer. The wife of a serial killer doesn't necessarily know she's in love with a masked murderer. Every time he goes out at night, he's always got a story or an alibi. Doesn't seem to be any foul play, at least not to her. And if there's been a body in the car, he's gone and covered it up with lavender. If there were a home inspection now, they wouldn't find anything. 'Cause the wife of a serial killer doesn't necessarily know she's in love with a masked murderer. Yeah, the wife of a serial killer doesn't necessarily know she's in love with a masked murderer. But ever since the police came around, she's taken closer notice of the sound of his voice as he delivers his alibi. Whenever he goes out at night, still doesn't seem to be any foul play, at least not to her. Doesn't necessarily know she's in love with a masked murderer. Yeah, the wife of a serial killer doesn't necessarily know she's in love with a masked murderer. even if there's been a body in the yard, buried in the garden for years. She's never seen it. Yeah. I want you to raise your glasses and sing the word wasted with me. So we'll get there. This is my maritime folk song. Chris Brown on the drums, everybody. The patrons sang Stan Rogers songs long into the evening at the top of their lungs. The diehards kept going till only the Mary Ellen Carter had yet to be sung. Then rise again, cried the bartender, and rise again, replied the girl at the end of the bar. And the band started playing everyone's favorite song. Then a group of 20-somethings stood up on their table, started hollering along, and the bartender turned to me. Youth, my friend, is wasted on the young, wasted on the young. Youth, my friend, she said, is wasted on the young. Wasted. All right, let's do that again. Ready? For yourself, I said, back in my 20s, well, you couldn't hold this man down. After 2 years in Asia, then northern Saskatchewan, on back to Asia again. I tried to keep climbing to the top of the world. I walked the Bolivian plain, and you know, if I had a chance to relive my life, I would do it exactly the same way again. Well, she said, you're the exception, which only serves to prove the rule. Youth, my friend, is wasted on the young, wasted on the young. Youth, my friend, she said, is wasted on the young. Everybody, wasted. My friend is wasted on the young, wasted on the young. Youth, my friend, she said, is wasted on the young, wasted. Now I want you to raise your glass and say, wasted. Don't be afraid to throw in some harmonies, like, you know, thank Theo and Chris and Mark for playing with me tonight. I'd like to thank JF, and I'd like to thank Dawn so much that I'd like to have Dawn up again. And I'd like to thank Leona for bringing a friend and family. And you want to come up and sing this song with us, Leona? Like, at least in the end, you know the part that you sing on the record. Leona's on this song on the record. So we're going to play one more song to close the night. But lastly, I don't want to forget, I'd like to really thank Robert Campbell for doing the sound. Everybody, put your hands together for Robert. He's doing a great job. This is like the first song, I think, or it's the beginning of the Blue album. It's a song about change and metamorphosis. And yeah, it's called Look Upon the Ivy. I need only look upon... Oh, I'm in the wrong key, so I'm going to change that. Thank you. That would have messed up the... Well, no. Dawn would have followed it. I need only look upon the ivy, how it clings to brick and stone, to climb and reach the heights it longs for, to conclude that I alone have dreamt the dreams that'll push me onward, in rehearsals visualize, in the chambers of my mind. I need only look upon the ivy, how it clings to brick and stone, to climb and reach the heights it longs for, to be inspired to press on and reach the dreams that have pushed me onward, in rehearsals visualize, in the chambers of my mind. What I was is not what I am, and what I am is not what I was is not what I am, what I am is not what I was is not what I am, and what I am is not what I was is not what I am, and what I am is not what I was. What I was is not what I am, and what I am is not what I was. Thank you so much for coming. Let's have a drink together. It's a song from Cool Hand Luke, the film. I don't know if I've ever played this for people before. I don't care if it rains or freezes, as long as I've got my plastic Jesus sitting on the dashboard of my car. Comes in colors pink and pleasant, glows in the dark cause it's iridescent. Take it with you when you travel far. Alright, get yourself a sweet Madonna, dressed in rhinestone, sitting on a pedestal of Apollone shell. Going 99 ain't scary, cause I've got the Virgin Mary assuring me that I won't go to hell. There, that was for Trevor. We're gonna play our first bilingual song of the night. I think they used to call me Billy B. Lang. Billy B. Lang. But we're not going to do in English and French. We're going to do in English and Spanish. It's a song that a lot of mariachi bands play. It's a mariachi band standard. And we like this song so much. And when Dawn joined us to play baritone sax on one of her other songs in the studio last year, a song called Look Upon the Ivy, which we might get to later, we figured since she was there, we should have her do something else. So we recorded this outtake version of this song. It's called Perhaps, Perhaps, Perhaps. And we put that on as a bonus track. So if anybody downloaded the full Blue album from Bandcamp, they got this song as a bonus track. Get the record, get it in your ears. You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You only tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Cada vez que te pregunta qué, cuándo, cómo y dónde, siempre tú me respondes, quizás, quizás, quizás. If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. I don't want to wind up being hearted, broken hearted. Y así pasan los días, yo desesperando y tú contestando, quizás, quizás, quizás. Y así pasan los días, pensando, pensando, pero no que más te quieras. ¿Hasta cuándo? ¿Hasta cuándo? So if you love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. Just don't tell me. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Quizás, quizás, quizás. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Dawn Hatfield, everybody. Thank
Please do follow us on all the socials, the Instagram, the Facebook, and we actually have a TikTok, but we're trying to figure out how it actually works. And I would love to hear from you. Please follow us. We've got concerts in the Halifax area and online streaming soon.